get the best price over cost when you want to invest in our infrastructure. So the other part that we also do in terms of security, and this is very important for upstream, right? We want to make sure that our data is always secure. We work on our own hyperscaler capabilities, which is Nitro, right? So some other provider, they use a third-party hyperscaler, but for AWS, we develop our own hyperscaler because in everything we do, security is on the first thing in our mind for our customers. To, as much as possible, leverage any third-party large language model for you, to become your model, right? To build to become your model for your agents. So if you look at other providers, they might have a very specific language model that they are using, but for us, besides our own, we are also open to third-party models for you to use as well, right? Depending on the cost, depending on what you need to do for your organization. On top of the large language model that we have, we are also building specific oil and gas small language model, we call them, with our customers and our partners. So we are working with the likes of TGS, we are working with some of the other software vendors to build a small language model specific for oil and gas that we can share with our customers as well, right? And then that only comes into the capabilities of agents. And the other best part is that we are not just building this for you to use, but we are also building this as a capability that for you to be able to build more agents on your own as well for your organizations, right? If you're looking at this part, we have the green is where agents that are ready to be utilized, and we have open source it. Agents that can look into regulatory, petrophysics, maintenance, and production. We are also in progress to release an agents on drilling and trading. And we are not building this on our own, we are building this with our customers, right? At the end of the day, besides building this with our current customers, we are also opening up to work with Petro Vietnam, for example, to build your own agents, specific for your own operations. And hopefully if you're open, we can also look into anonymizing it to then open it up for the industry to use, for example, right? So this is something that we want to make sure that we are opening up so that we can help advance the capabilities in oil and gas all around the world. We cover BPX energy, oil and gas production insights already earlier today. But this is just one of the example where we are working with our global customers to basically get better insights on their data. Then besides getting better insights, we also generate what they call that, how can we give better recommendations for them to basically get better production rates on their wells, right? So this is one of the examples that we have covered earlier today. Now, let's go into some of the use case, some of the demo. Just before we go into the demo, I just want to reiterate that the production agents or the agents that we are generating is not in any way going to be taking up the job of a production engineer or a petrophysicist or a geoscientist. Their role is still going to be there. What we are trying to do is that we are trying to create agents to be an assistant for them so that they can focus more on looking at multiple models, multiple scenarios, and being able to spend their time more on making better decisions. Alright, let's jump into a demo, a quick demo. Choose which agent to use, for example, production agent. So don't worry about the front end, right? So the front end can be anything. So depending on who we work with, if you have a built-in front end already, we can basically work on getting the agents to be working with your front end as well. The UI UX is something that we just developed to showcase to you as a demo, for example. So within this sample, We have already 4 available agents, production agents all the way to petrophysics, and we're going to invoke a production agent for this demo. And then you can have sample prompts or suggested based on the data that you are connected, based on the knowledge base that you have connected. You can either write in here queries or what the things that you want to know, or you can select from the list of example prompts that you're probably gonna need to ask the agent of, right? So why do you need to do this? Because it's not like everyone knows how to use AI or Gen AI from day one. You probably need some assistance on what are the typical questions you need to ask for you to be able to get the best outcome from those agents. So what we do is that we try to gauge based on our experience working with our customers what are those prompts are, and help you to come up with a list of prompts or questions that you might want to ask about those data that we have, right? You can also ask your own questions, but we already help you to generate Silac as well. So from this example, hole in tubing, right? So the what they try to understand is that whether they should plug and abandon this well because of the issue that they have, or they need to repair the wells and continue with the production. So within for them to be able to make that decisions, they want the system to help them to write the procedure to repair the well, estimate the cost of repair if they need to repair them, calculate the financial metrics, so what is the NPV of that wells, if they're going to abandon now, how much is it going to cost them, if they're going to repair and continue the production, how much more can they get from that well, and then write executive reports and make a recommendation based on the data that they have, what should they do, right, next. So this is the request that they have put up. So once they have put up that query, the system will straight away get connected